You are walking through a busy shopping mall. Almost immediately, the smell of fresh fries hits you. A sudden craving kicks in, and 10 minutes later, you're sitting down with a combo meal. Or maybe you're at a dealership, nodding along as a polite car salesperson guides you toward a premium package. In both scenarios, you feel like a rational adult, in complete control of your wallet. But consider the sequence of events. What if the decision to spend your money was calculated and finalized before you ever felt hungry, or before you even spoke your first word to the salesperson? The modern consumer landscape is a highly engineered environment. Elite salespeople and massive food corporations operate from a shared psychological playbook, using targeted techniques to bypass your logic and target your biology. These principles of human management were first documented in 1513. In his treatise, The Prince, Niccolò Machiavelli outlined a philosophy where a leader's success depends on managing how others perceive reality, rather than reality itself. Today, that same focus on perception over substance defines how products are sold to you. When you navigate a mall, a dealership, or a grocery store, you are walking through an invisible maze. Every option is meticulously designed to exploit your biological and emotional vulnerabilities, leaving you with a feeling of independence while controlling your exact destination. At the micro level, salespeople manufacture urgency. A seller will tell you there are only 2 models left in stock, or that the price goes up by $2,000 tomorrow. The goal is to introduce immediate anxiety. This triggers a biological mechanism called loss aversion. Human psychology is hardwired to react directly to the threat of losing an opportunity, moving much faster to avoid a penalty than we ever would to secure a gain. Massive corporations take this exact biological hack and scale it up, building physical environments that induce the same reactive panic without a salesperson ever opening their mouth. Food courts are often positioned on upper mall levels, with ventilation systems designed to push the smell of fried chicken and pizza into the walkways. Because the olfactory bulb connects directly to the brain's emotional center, that smell manufactures artificial hunger. Once you look up, the visual branding takes over. Fast food chains utilize red to create a sense of urgency and yellow to stimulate excitement. Together, these colors bypass deliberate thought and push the brain toward rapid, impulsive action. A ticking clock on a limited-time car offer and the engineered smell of fries circulating through an air vent produce the exact same result. The sudden feeling of need is a manufactured reaction. Once they have your attention, the focus shifts to controlling the frame of the conversation. The rule is simple. Whoever designs the options controls the outcome. This creates the illusion of choice. This diagram illustrates a tactic called anchoring. A seller will deliberately present a wildly expensive option first. By establishing an extreme price ceiling right away, your brain recalibrates. Suddenly, the middle option looks like a highly reasonable, safe decision. Fast food menus execute this Machiavellian math through the combo meal. They price the burger, fries, and drink individually at a premium, then display the bundled combo next to them at a slightly lower total. This setup weaponizes loss aversion against you. Your brain sees the bundle and thinks it's saving money. In reality, you are spending more total cash to acquire a drink and fries you never planned on buying. The drink itself is part of the trap. Fast food restaurants pack cold drinks with excessive ice to drop the temperature. The severe cold temporarily numbs your taste buds, actively forcing your brain to crave the saltier, supporting fries to feel satisfied. Concepts like value and savings are cognitive illusions. They are structural tricks designed to increase your overall consumption and drive up the final bill, leaving you feeling victorious about the negotiation. Human beings are naturally suspicious of perfection. To completely lower your defenses, a master manipulator has to engineer moments of vulnerability to build deep, unquestioning trust. In sales, this is called the strategic retreat. A representative might actively advise you against buying the most expensive package, or openly admit a minor flaw in their product. This display of honesty shifts the dynamic, making you feel protected and causing you to chase the seller. Fast food empires apply this trust-building strategy decades before you even have a wallet. They target children with brightly colored mascots, free toys, and indoor playgrounds to associate the brand with safety. This early targeting creates deep emotional nostalgia. The corporate brand attaches itself to happy family memories, which often causes you to drop your guard whenever you see their logo as an adult. This graph maps dopamine release against ingredient ratios. Food scientists engineer the exact combination of salt, sugar, and fat to hit this specific peak, known as the bliss point. It is mathematically calibrated to trigger a massive chemical reward in your brain, while intentionally dropping off before you reach the threshold of feeling full. Combining deep emotional nostalgia with calculated chemical addiction ensures you will return for life, falsely believing it is simply your favorite comfort food. The tactics found in food courts and showrooms have become the default strategy for the wider marketplace. Companies across different sectors now build their business models around the same psychological triggers to ensure repeat consumption and maximize the time you spend with their products. Social media platforms use variable reward schedules, the same chemical triggers found in bliss point engineering, to encourage infinite scrolling. Streaming services use the same price anchoring to nudge users toward mid-tier subscriptions. Every red notification badge on your phone relies on the same urgency-inducing color psychology as a fast food sign. To live in modern society is to be constantly framed, nudged, and marketed to. There is no escaping the volume of psychological triggers built into the physical and digital infrastructure around you. The only effective defense mechanism against this constant sensory warfare is conscious, deliberate awareness. You have to recognize the architecture of the maze while you are walking through it. The next time you feel a sudden craving, a rush of urgency, or the fear of missing out on a deal, pause. Ask yourself, is this truly your decision, or did someone just press a button?